The 3 years I spent in the city of dreaming spires were among the happiest in my life. This was my first visit in 18 years to Keble College, where I was given a privileged chance to combine sport with study. I owe a lot of it to my tutor, Dr. Paul Hayes. Paul, I know you were responsible for getting me into Oxford. Even though I felt my grades were not that brilliant, but you still took the risk. I want to know why you took that risk.
Well, grades aren't everything. About people. People develop. You're a very fine cricketer. You could obviously do a great deal for cricket, university.
You see, I actually thought that as long as I could play cricket and just study a little bit, I would get through. But it came as a shock to me that the amount I had to study here was far more than I had even started to, say, to do my A-level exams.
Do you really think that you would have enjoyed doing the amount of work you had to do when you were here in Oxford had you not been able to play cricket at the same time?
In my last year I worked pretty hard, and I in fact tried to keep a balance between studies and sport as much as it was possible. But then when I look back, I thought that the education I received here was invaluable.
See, Imran, that as when you're an undergraduate, you're not drinking anything. That's pretty unusual amongst sportsmen. And of course, it was particularly unusual, wasn't it, when you were an undergraduate, because most of the teams I remember playing for, people drank like fishes rather than the reverse.
Well, Paul, I had very strong views about alcohol, and even when I came as an 18-year-old, I was so sure that it was something I never wanted to do. And when I look back, I think it's one of the best decisions I took, because really alcohol and sport just don't mix. Also, I see a lot of young Pakistani students who come here and who in similar situations to me end up, because they see everyone else drinking, they start, and really they probably can't handle it as much as, say, certain English people who've grown up with alcohol. My favorite spot in Oxford was the university parks, where I played most of my cricket. Players actually enjoyed the game, rather than treating it as work. One of my closest friends then was Guy Waller. Once I'd left the university, did you feel I would stay in this country so long and that I would still be playing cricket?
I still think that you will be quite a significant figure outside cricket because of the
You mean in Pakistan?
Yes, I'm sure you will. And you have a lot to offer there. I think you're someone who's really obviously enjoyed the game of cricket, so it doesn't surprise me you've been going on as long as you have.
But it's I suppose playing a sport which is so uncertain, and I think at the time I had these set attitudes. I thought, okay, 1 year of cricket and then civil service. At 28 or 30 I'll get married, whoever chosen by my family, and really life never quite went that way.
But I mean, in your case, it was difficult for you to say, well, I'm going to go home and have an arranged marriage, because unless you're going to spend all the winter or whenever the sort of closed season is at home, I don't see how you could have done that, and especially as you spend quite a lot of time with girls from, well, English girls and, well, a variety of girls really, but particularly some English girls. It's very difficult for you.
It's only when you get up here you realize what a beautiful city Oxford is. I was lucky enough to study and play cricket here, and if I had the option, I would do it all over again.